Hi, thank you for joining. As y'all can see, I got my little notebook and I was just taking some notes on frequencies and talking about endless possibilities and how we have to know ourselves, right? So as you can see, the diagram of this circle. So the circle is basically the diagram of the endless possibilities, and the little dot represents us as gods and goddesses. And basically, I went live on my TikTok, and I was just sharing with them on TikTok how when when you don't know who you are at your root, because of the false identities and things that was placed on you from the world or from society, you step out of creator mode. You step out of creator mode, and once you step out of yourself, meaning you get caught up in the ways of the world, you carry the burdens of the world, the childhood trauma, the false identities that was placed on you, all of the things that's the ways of the world. Once you step out of the circle of endless possibilities, this is when you come out of alignment with yourself. And 97% of individuals are out of alignment because these are things that we are not taught, because we have systems that was set in place to keep us from tapping into who we truly are as individuals and who we truly are as a collective, right? We are the individuals as gods and goddesses that make the world go round. If it wasn't for us, there wouldn't be no 3D world. There wouldn't be no world. It wouldn't be things, right? So again, once you step out of the circle of endless possibilities of who you truly are, and again, because we wasn't taught, I get it. However, when we stay there, when we are burdened by the ways of the world, this is how we become victims to our circumstances, right? And once you get in victim mode, you're basically planting seeds into your imagination of doubt, the illusions of the world, from a place of ego, from a place of pride, fear, lies, shame. These things are the victim mentality. These are the things that keep us out of alignment, not only with just ourselves, but the people, places, and things, right? And when you are a victim, you cannot create the life that you desire for yourself. You only can create things that you truly do not desire because you have a victim mentality, because you have stepped out of the circle of endless possibilities. And when you do that, again, you are out of alignment with yourself. And in order to win in life, we have to get back in alignment with ourselves. And what a time to be alive right now. Like all the things that's going on in the world. And like I tell people all the time, we have become so brainwashed that we'll rather believe a lie before we believe the truth. And that really shows you how the society has dumbed us down from who we truly are, right? The ways of the world has allowed us to come in and step in and allow us to step out of the circle of endless possibilities of knowing ourselves, right? Because you have to know yourself. In order to heal, you have to pluck up the roots that was placed on your bloodline from the generational programming or the generational curses, whatever name you want to call it, right? That's the only way that you can heal. You cannot become successful in life as long as you are a victim, right? Because victims blame people, places, and things outside of themselves. But when you are a creator of your reality, when you are the creator of life, you hold yourself accountable for the things that's taking place around you in your reality. This is why it's important to heal, and this is why it's important to know ourselves. This is why it's imperative to heal the generational programming that was placed upon us, because if not, it goes down the bloodline for eons and eons. If no one never catch it, no one never heal it, it's constantly going down the bloodline. right? And this is why we have a lot of individuals in the world today that don't know who we are. This is why we have a lot of things going on in the world today, because people have lost their mental. People have lost their insight of who they truly are because of the things that the world has placed on them. In order to get back into endless possibilities, it's important that we pluck up the roots. It's important that we choose healing, because if not, we're going to constantly repeat the same cycles, patterns, and loops, right? And again, this is how you stay in the victim mentality. This is how you stay out of alignment with yourself. Again, this is who we truly are, because we have a higher self and we have a lower self. What frequency are you on? What frequency are you operating from? What frequency are you choosing? Because we get to choose. We definitely get to choose. Right? So again, you have a higher self and you have a lower self. And I'm not going to say that your lower self is all bad, because it's not. Because your lower self also allows you, if you are choosing to heal, it allows you to see from a different, it allows you to become balanced once you start healing. And then you start looking at your lower self from a different perspective. Right? Because I'm not going to say it's all bad, because we definitely need the ego sometimes. But not all the time. The goal in life is to become balanced within ourselves. This battle is not against us versus someone outside of ourselves. This battle is us versus us, me versus me. Whoever on this live, you versus you. This battle is not about nothing outside of ourselves. We don't have a guy in the sky that's going to fall out the sky and come save us. We have to save ourselves as individuals and as the collective. Again, because we are the ones that make the world go on. So you wondering why a lot of things are going on in the world? It's because we have been brainwashed to believe these things. We have been brainwashed to seek validation for ourselves. We've basically been brainwashed to think the way of the world. Like, a lot of people are caught up in materialistic things that it don't make no sense. And I've been hearing a lot of people talking about they're the chosen ones. Let me tell you something. A chosen one is not defined by the material things or the material possessions. That is not what a chosen one is. A chosen one is authentic. External things do not define who a chosen one is. A chosen one is not defined by the clothes that they wear, the cars that they drive, the money that's in their pocket. That's not what a chosen one is defined by. A chosen one is authentic. A chosen one know who they truly are, and a chosen one is holding themselves accountable and healing themselves, and not allowing the false identities that was placed on them to validate them or to consume them, because they're choosing to heal. Right? You can tell what somebody is full of from what they project outside. All you have to do is have awareness. Awareness is self-key. Self-realization is key to life. Self-awareness is key to life. And a lot of us have become so out of alignment with ourselves that we truly forgot to tell ourselves who we are. Right? A lot of people think God in the sky. God not in no sky. God not going to fall out the sky and come save you. You have to save yourself, but you also got to be willing to do the work. If you're not willing to do the work, guess what? You're going to stay out of alignment, right? You're going to continue to be a victim and blame people, places, and things outside of you as to why your life is falling apart or why your life is in hell right now. Because again, we get to choose. We get to choose whether we want to be a victim or the creator of our lives. We get to choose. We get to choose to operate on the frequency that we want to operate on. And again, 97% of people are operating out of alignment, which is why it's so much chaos. Because people forgot who they were. Because they were stripped of their true authenticity. from worldly things, from worldly possessions. And this is how you become trapped. This is how you constantly repeat same cycles, patterns, and loops. Right? It's us. We have to learn to hold ourselves accountable, and we have to want to heal the generational programming or the generational curses that was placed on our bloodlines as individuals and as collective, because we are all one. We are all one. You have to reprogram yourself, because we was programmed to believe things outside of us. We was programmed to chase things outside of us. We was programmed to walk in fear. We was programmed to give our power away. We was programmed to betray ourselves and dim our lights. We was programmed that way. So you have to reprogram yourself by healing the programming that was placed on your bloodline. Not nobody else's bloodline, your bloodline. We all, as individuals and as a collective, have some form of trauma that pulled us away from our truest self, from our authentic selves. We all do. So again, we get to choose the lifestyle we want for ourselves. We get to choose the lifestyles we want to create for ourselves. But I need you to take away these three key points. When you are out of alignment, it's because of your bloodline, it's because of external things or possessions, and it's because of the validation that you need from people, places, and things outside of yourself. Know thyself. You are your own universe. The power is within you. How you gonna win if you ain't right within? You can't. You can't win if you're not right within. The only way out is to go in. But see, again, they don't teach us that, which is why we always chasing things outside of us, which is why we always caught up in the ways of the world. So I just wanted to share that with you all, family. I hope you all are having a blessed night. And thank you for joining. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for the hearts. Talk to you later, YouTube family.